Hi guys, this is Rachel, the Modern Shaman. I'm going to answer another Q&A question here in a moment, and I'm going to remind you again, if you'd like to access this video later, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is the Modern Shaman, and there's loads of videos there that you can watch and kind of check out whatever topics interest you. And also, if you'd like to connect with me and see what I'm doing this summer, or as far as events, or look at setting up your own personal session or connection, you're welcome to visit my website, which is themodernshaman.net. Okay, so here's the question. How can I send negative energy or entities away? I'm going to split this for the sake of the video because these are two different things. I'm going to split it into how can I send negative energy away, and then I'll do a separate video on negative entities, because the process is not always the same. Actually, it's completely not the same. But sometimes if you're clearing negative energy in a space, you will come across negative entities, and so it's good to know both. But just for the sake of the length of these videos, because YouTube doesn't like it if they're over 10 minutes, it always boots them back. So I'm going to try and keep it short. Okay, how can I send negative energy away? So, if you have a house or a space that feels negative, feels chaotic, feels just heavy and dark, and you don't really like to be in that area, there's some negative energy going on there. Sometimes it's from past events that have happened there. There's been a lot of fighting or abuse, or just sometimes it can just be a gradual process of not clearing the energy, and so it just kind of compacts and feels kind of dense at times. So it's good to just clear out every so often your house, your office space, any of the spaces that you regularly use. Same goes for your body, to regularly align and clear out any of your energy systems. And before I go on to talking about the house, I'll just say the ways that I like to clear out my energy. Obviously, chakra alignments regularly, like every week. I just do that in my own personal meditation. I can just kind of check in with my body and see if anything feels out of alignment, and activate and kind of reassess those. And then if I'm really blocked up, I can go get acupuncture or some type of massage that focuses mainly on energetic bodies and aligning them. Okay, now we'll talk about the house. So, easiest way, kind of the go-to, is to smudge, to sage your house. So, sage is an herb that's been used forever to do this, to clear out negative energy. You can use white sage if you don't like the smell of sage, because traditional sage and sage sticks kind of have that heavy, like, pot. They smell like pot. I feel like they smell like they have that heavy kind of energy or smell. They have a heavy smell to them. So white sage is softer, and you can use Palo Santo. That's another herb that kind of looks like tree bark that you can light. It works as well. So you start at the entrance to your home, and this is your energetic entrance. So kind of like feng shui, you start from that, your life path is that first entrance point. And if you enter your house typically from your garage, say, then you would start there at that door. And then I like to work right to left, kind of going, clockwise through the house. And you start in that entryway, and you just set your intention to do so, to clear the house of negative energy, and to infuse it with light and love and peace, tranquility, calm, whatever it is that you feel like you want to have your household embody. Okay, you set that intention for it. You can say a prayer to do so, or you can ask angelic help, you can ask your guides, whatever way you feel connected to source energy. You can set that intention and state that prayer. You can also set a kind of an energetic protection to ask the white light of the Holy Spirit or Archangel Michael's blue light to surround your house in a protective barrier of anything that is not for your highest good of you and your family. You know, so that once you're cleaning everything out, you're also protecting it. So now it's all clean and bright and airy with white light and protected to stay that way. So again, you start there in the entry, setting that intention, and then you light your sage, if it's a sage stick or whatever it may be. Sometimes you waft it with the feather. Just, you can do either to make sure. I like to waft it because I can send it to certain places in terms of the smoke. And you just tune in energetically, also intuitively, to the energy around you. So you start and you go kind of towards the right, and you just make sure you get every nook and cranny. And I like to start down low at the ground and like in the cracks, and then go up, so to make sure I get all the way up to the roof in the corners. And you know, if I'm feeling intuitively like there's a darker energy in a certain area, then I may stay there a little longer and waft it a little longer until it feels lighter. And just making my way through the whole house. Again, make sure that you have your windows open. You don't want to keep all this, after you've moved it around, you want it to leave. So you make sure you have an exit open in the house, your doors, your windows, things like that. Just keep them open for, you know, a little bit of time afterwards to let the smell and also just all the energies dissipate out of that area. So just make sure, again, you get all areas, top to bottom, nooks and crannies, sending your energy in, and continually holding that mantra or that thought and intention to cleanse the house, to purify it, to balance it, to set the particular vibration and energy that you want there, whether it's peace or love or tranquility, whatever it is that you feel like you're missing from that environment. And then make it all the way back, make a circle all the way back to where you started, and then blow out the stick there, or, you know, stuff it out there. Again, saying afterwards a prayer of protection. You can say, I surround this house with the white light of the Holy Spirit that guides and guards and protects all that are in it and all of this space. You can also ask, there's a prayer for Archangel Michael of protection to set his blue orb, blue energy, light of protection around your house, and just ask your guides and angels to protect it, or just set that intention if that feels more comfortable to you, that it be protected, and hold a visualization of it being in a bubble that nothing can get through, that protective barrier. And then being thankful for that, knowing it's done, and moving on. Now, I'm going to do a second video in case you're doing that and you run into a negative entity in your house, or a demonic entity, or something that feels attached to a certain area or person and that kind of thing. I'll do a next video on that, because obviously those coincide a little bit. When you're clearing a space, it may feel heavy and dark because there's an entity residing there. I'm not in fear, but I'll just talk to you about it. So I'll do that one next. But this one, just in terms of how to clear space, is a great one, and it's good to just do this regularly. And also, like I said, with your body, regularly to check in and clear energetically your own systems of what emotional is going on and what you've been holding on to energetically, because your body is processing all of that too. Okay, blessings.